Not much doubt about yesterday's most entertaining game. It was a 7-goal thriller at the Britannia Stadium as Stoke and Blackpool dished up a treat.
Flying high in the Championship, Blackpool showed little respect for Stoke's formidable home record. With Stoke defenders backing off, David Vaughan was tempted to let rip 5 minutes before the break to open the scoring. 2 minutes into the second half, the home side's defensive shortcomings were exposed once more. Vaughan's corner headed in by an unmarked and almost incredulous Billy Clark. The Premier League side needed a lifeline and were gifted one soon after when Alex Baptiste and Ashley Eastham combined to bring down Tunchai. Howls of protest all round, but Blackpool needn't have worried. Keeper Matthew Gilks went the right way to keep out Liam Lawrence's penalty. Stoke boss Tony Pulis then tried a double substitution, and that looked an inspired move as with 15 minutes remaining, Danny Higginbottom rose highest to put the Potters in with a shout. That was the first of 4 goals in 6 minutes. Almost immediately, one of those 2 substitutes, Matthew Etherington, stole in to put Stoke level. And then the other replacement, Ricardo Fuller, embarked on an unchallenged run. Just as it looked as if he had nowhere to go, Tunchai popped up to keep the move alive, and it looked like the 2 subs had combined to turn the match upside down. Perhaps thinking it was job done, Stoke switched off again. Big mistake. Blackpool hit back within seconds. Ben Burgess with the header. The Seasiders set to take flight once more. The game deserved something special to win it, and Andy Griffin duly obliged. His stoppage time shot too hot for Gilks to handle. 5 goals in an incredible 15 minutes. The Premier League side given a big scare, but safely through.
Sometimes cup football is fate, and it's determined by fate, and sometimes it's not your day. But like I say, I have to give credit to the players that went out and played tonight, but also the supporters. I thought the supporters were brilliant tonight, absolutely fantastic. When we were 2-0 down, and they still got behind the players, and I think that's been a big thing here since we've got promoted. I don't think I've ever known a set of supporters that have just gelled and realised how important they are to the team, and they've done it again tonight for us.
In commiserations, what sort of emotions have you been through this evening? It was quite a cup tie.
I think I've gone through every one. I'm sure Tony has as well, but you know, all I do know, that was a fantastic game of football. And in this day and age where people talk about a cup being belittled and people don't play their strongest teams, you know, it's all about a squad. And it's all about entertaining the people who pay their money to come. And I think both our teams did that, you know, and I was probably more happy at half-time than Tony would have been. And, you know, at the end of the day, what a fantastic game. Finished 4-3. We felt a bit hard done by, but in reality, they missed a penalty. My keeper saved it, brilliant save, and Tunchai missed a chance he don't normally miss. So God knows what the score could have been, but, you know, we've come here and scored 3 and still ended up on the wrong end of a result.
Yeah, Ian Holloway's progress at Blackpool halted for the time being, but Stoke showed some good character to come back from 2-0 down.
Well, that's the thing about them under Tony Pulis. They have that sort of never say die attitude. It's a funny thing as well, Tony Pulis, because the last 2 games he's been at and been involved in, he was also at Manchester United 4, Manchester City 3, because Stoke play Manchester United this week, and then of course that last night, so he's just raining goals wherever he goes.
And as much as you'd have to say it through gritted teeth, Ian Holloway is doing a good job at Blackpool, isn't he?
No, he is. He's doing an extremely good job. But you know, there again, I mean, I think Blackpool went to Forest at the weekend and nicked to 1-0, and his words, not mine.
He didn't deserve it.
Well, exactly, and of course last night you go and play the Premier League team, you score 3 goals, you end up on the wrong side of a defeat, so that is the strange game.
Yeah.